series today with the Raven Returns remaster. It's basically an investigation Sherlock Holmes type of game.
Novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
And then we got the map over here.
The large map shows the different routes of the Orientic. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me.
And then we got this door we can examine.
The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine.
Let's talk to the violinist then.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he. Hello, sir.
Hello.
So, who are you, my
If
sir?
I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
That's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo
What do you do with your violin then?
The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Are you
Where
traveling
you traveling to?
non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
Oh, Cairo,
I'm
Egypt.
performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
Any unusual people
I'm
you've seen in
sure
here?
your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance. Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Is that the violinist spoken to?
Very kind of you. Thanks.
Oh,
Oh,
what's happened there?
Pardon me.
No problem. The uniform,
uniform is
is
waterproof,
waterproof.
you know,
Mr.
Lucian. Professor Edgar Lucian.
Oh, a professor. Are you a scientist? Do you teach?
What do you study, my man?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
Oh, we
You
didn't got
don't
robbed.
say. So you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh no?
Well, there was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Oh, good museum joke. Epic's old.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him? And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
May I ask
Where's your
where you're
destination,
going?
my sir?
Of course. To
Oh,
Venice.
another first
I'm
stop in Venice. Okay.
going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, or so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave.
Just one more
Have you seen
thing.
anything
Did
suspicious
you
around here?
notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
I don't want
Goodbye,
to
my
take
sir.
up any, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Please
Of
need to know
course,
all that
Constable.
matters that happened on this train.
What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Where is
Someone
the steward then? We have to go find it for you, my young sir.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
Calm down,
Alright,
man. We'll
just
do our
wait
job
here.
for you. So we can't open that door till you find a certain tool. Oh yeah, this is, we've got to talk to this person.
The little label on the door reads,
Hello, anybody there?
Yes, what is it?
Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then close the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
A lost
"You're
purse,
missing a
madam?
purse. Was it stolen?"
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform.
Okay,
James,
madam.
tell
Keep
him
it
that
down.
I
Keep
still
it
had
under
it when I
control.
got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
the Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never lose anything.
Okay,
Very
okay.
well. If I might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought, James.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
But... all right.
Thank you.
You gotta look for the purse first, and then we can talk to Baroness. Let's see what we can find around here then.
I
oh.
can't believe it.
What's happening here then?
I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Oh, she wants to talk to
Unfortunately,
us about
just a
what?
constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
What are you doing on this
May
train
I
here?
ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
Oh, you're
I've
on
been
retirement
writing
then.
Since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be...
That'd be nice to retire and
Quit writing?
not work again.
Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine. Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
Where are you going to? Yeah.
No, we are
Know where
on our way
it's
to
going this train
Venice.
for safety.
From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And
I see.
Fellow
As a
passengers?
writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved
It was
the
good,
mystery
yeah.
of human nature
Be a novelist, you have to have a
long
good
time ago,
creative
Mr.
mind.
Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really?
What do you want to know, Constable?
The archaeologist.
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He
Two
seems pretty young,
biscuits?
but he's
How could
already
he?
a professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course.
What about the violinist?
Did you notice the blonde man with the violin case?
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression.
Oh, he tried to be
People
showy
like
to you
him are
then.
drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think
Oh my
he
God, he's
has
had money
a
problems then.
problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Did you know? What about the doctor or the Baroness?
Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the raven?
Oh yeah, that was the other, yeah.
Caught.
The guy we saw at the start.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's.
Legrand, right. That was his name.
Yeah, the
Will
guy
you
that
say
caught the
today
Raven
again?
in the past and
Or
killed him.
will you, Constable?
There's something else. A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Murder's mystery
Have
then,
you asked
okay.
my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now. As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so
We got your attention.
eager.
That's good to know.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small.
This is a chance to get a promotion,
changes,
guys.
as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
Let's get going then. We already spoke to. Oh, is there a toothpick over here? Yeah, that's it.
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
You need to work out what you do with a toothpick. Butterscotch.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with full... Maybe if I just suck it.
It will take a couple for the road trip. Oh, this is the German doctor.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right,
Zerner.
right. How can I help you?
Anything suspicious
Tell
you
me,
noticed?
Did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned? No. Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as
So
it was
he's
loaded
left
onto the
everyone knows
train.
about the bait then,
Don't
basically,
tell me that a
potentially, or
man
whatever's
at
in
his
there
pay grade
that they could be
routinely
hiding.
tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Another thing to steal?
I do indeed have a theory.
What's
But
your theory, my sir?
What's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years.
Oh, so he kept them separate,
It
so they can
does
get stolen
make
together.
one wonder.
Indeed. Any
Robbery
news
in
about
London.
the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People
They must
were
know the,
injured.
the background of the museum then. The guy stole
One
it all.
cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look
Ooh,
forward
everyone's interested in
to
Raven. Let's see how it
new
goes for him.
and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
May
Newspaper?
I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
Yes, we are. We
You
would
got
like
me
to have more
out.
information.
Here you go.
Dankeschön. There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told
haven't seen him
to
for a good
search
while.
my
He's
missing
gone missing,
suitcase in
potentially.
Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well,
Yeah, I know,
at the
good sir. We
moment,
want to
we
solve this
still don't
mystery
know
for
what
you as
really
soon as we
happened.
can.
He's not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme.
The Queen of
Queen
Crime.
of Crime is over there, and now a Baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Yeah, we like
so
a book
many
she wrote,
others.
her murder mysteries.
I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable.
Okay, let's have a look behind the bar then. What's over here?
I suppose the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
The butterscotch I
thought
looked
that-
at.
The pad on which the steward writes orders, empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today. I don't
We'll
need
take the pencil,
pad.
might be handy.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard to open packages. These days nearly everything is sealed up tight.
Oh, this is the
Perhaps
drawer I'm
he
guessing
keeps
we're
the
looking into?
compartment keys in there. Locked. A shortwave radio.
I think that's all we can do currently here. Let's check. I think it's triangle. Yes, triangle. Yes. Let's read newspaper then.
John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960.
The Daily Sports
making
News,
him the
okay.
only man in motorsports to win world championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea. Too loud,
Not a
too
sports
fast,
fan, then.
too much exhaust. Luna's Drops, the calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day. It relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic
Alcohol helps save
tranquility.
lives.
Luna's Drops, if you don't want to bother your husband.
Then that's about Egypt,
A
I'm
story
guessing.
about the upcoming Oscars and Cleopatra's chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the
Okay.
main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director, and months of delays, cost shot to over $40 million. The
That's an
most
expensive film for the
expensive
time.
movie ever made. A record never to be broken. Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of
Oh,
Ted
yeah, one piece of
Price's
jewelry got stolen, I got told about by the doctor.
extraordinary pure ruby, 2000 BC, etc., etc. Oh, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver of Scotland Yard. Explosion? Not really anything new. One of the two eyes of the Sphinx, a ruby that's nearly 4,000 years old, was stolen from the British Museum. The burglar was surprised, but managed to escape with his loot without being recognized. That's the official story. But it says nothing about Legrand and the second eye.
Okay, so let's just explain the full situation. We read the whole article, so I might trigger something now then. Let's have a look. I think we've already looked around everywhere else. I don't think we've got anything else we can collect around here. Let's have a look around here then. Here's a
The
ladder.
leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels.
What's this box down here then?
A box with a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
We can't go there yet. I'm guessing I haven't got any keys or anything.
I
Let's go in this room then.
suspect... No, it's open.
What's happening here then? Anybody home?
Move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert.
He's one of the good guys. I am, I swear.
If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. This is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
We were just doing some investigation.
Then I was right. You really
trap,
do
of
want to
course.
lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
Trying to lead the thief in here to get caught
that
out.
Someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo.
Yep,
Someone
prize
has
asset
done
second
his
pair
homework.
second eye.
Well done, Constable.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train.
He's stuck in locked out of his room,
from
he is.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out.
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien
Very
plays
likely.
an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train.
We'll do the
and
best we
see
can
that
for you,
Professor
my
Lucien
sir.
gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur. Constable Robert Oliver. Is it possible that I read your name in the newspaper?
Ah, could be, sir. Could very well be.
Robert was there when the first eye of the Sphinx was stolen.
Why were you in the museum?
Were you trying to
spot
catch
something
guy
from
at
outside?
first crime?
Well, sir, I noticed that a door was ajar, which was suspicious. And it was my duty to investigate, sir.
Scotland Yard gave him a commendation and assigned it to me as a liaison.
A great honour, sir.
Baroness
got a
von
missing
Trebitz
purse.
told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our...
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Why not? It's your
It's your
job as a
police duty.
policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
What do you know of this
Yeah,
Raven's
new Raven. Can you tell us more about this guy?
You tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
In any event, the new Raven is a more dangerous
More reckless
man
than the
than
previous
old
one, I'm guessing.
How do you know it's a man?
It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway,
Could be
how do you
multiple
know that
people
it's a
playing a
new
Raven to distract people.
Monsieur,
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good.
Let's keep
And
looking around here then.
Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Understood.
Of
Won't
course.
bring any petty matters
A
to you.
thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car. Understood.
We understand the matter, and we want to look around now and keep everything going.
An investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Let's have a look at his padlock quickly.
Locked.
Bang, bang!
Whoa, we could die, you kid!
Mad? Have you gone mad?
I'll shoot. Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. I could have fallen
We're
under the wheel.
in a safe place, man. Be careful with that.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past the window.
Yes, sure. Now get moving.
Oh, that could be the thief potentially. Okay, the kid's giving us a hint. Let's keep looking around here then. I don't think we can do anything at the bar yet.
Oh, Constable?
Yes, my madam? What's up?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope. It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
We just told him about what he did on the
He played
train.
a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Did he die?
I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course.
Here's the gun.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
Okay, let's go and see Matty now then. Let's see if that triggers anything. No, it's not currently. It's a game where like you just got to do a lot of looking around, guys, and different things trigger different events.
Should I add? That would be quite unprofessional. But on
You
the
can get a
other
signed
hand,
signature from the real author. Hey Maddie, do you want
like
some
a
sweets?
butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I have no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
Just 4?
If I'm faster
Have all
than
for
you, there'll only
yourself.
be 3.
Hey!
That kid's greedy, man.
Friends
He's eating all the
again?
sweets I gave him.
Mm-hmm.
And no dangerous nonsense anymore.
We're on a train, we gotta be careful whatever we do.
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like the thing. At first I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady
Good
has
to know that.
peculiar taste.
Hey!
You
Where
and
do
your
you
mother,
live?
do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always have to be so quiet in the lady's house. And I'm not allowed to bring any friends.
Such a big house with so many places to hide and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said
You have a luxury life, school, and then basically goes to lady house all time to live out there.
And
basically,
how
in spare
long
time.
has your mother worked for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him. And hunting. He
That
even
sounds
let me
fun.
shoot a real gun.
You're well
And
survival. Got
Then
some good
Mom
survival
fought
skills.
with him, and he left. I was 7.
Oh.
What's your plan, boy?
And,
We go there.
how old are you now?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
And do you already know
Ooh,
what
you've
you
got a
want
big
to
lad
be
now
when you
these
grow
days.
up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really?
Ooh, big star horizon
Well,
potentially.
I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
You are?
Oh, yes. And I'm
I want
one
the
of
best
the
in our
best in our
group. You
group,
want
if
it-
I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I
become the
think like
character.
him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing,
You got a good
but
talent
not
there,
bad.
kid.
The Baroness
Missing purse?
in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
You know, man?
Do I ever?
Do you?
Hmm?
That guy over there with the violin case?
He stole it.
What about him?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we're interested to
and
start
he
figuring
made
out
sure
now
that
then.
nobody saw him.
You saw him. Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I
So you needed money badly and stole it
I
potentially.
think so.
Tell me, have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him.
What's
I'm looking for a key to open a compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? or pick the lock like the raven.
Perhaps,
Could be next thief
but I
in
need a
line.
piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
Thanks for the tip, man. That would be really good for our journey.
I have no idea. The kids for the next.
So now let's get. Let's talk to him a second.
The violin, the best violin. Excuse me, sir. A passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps it was stolen.
Really?
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's
So they say you're a thief.
I didn't steal anything.
Nobody said you did. I just wanted to ask you whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Ah, well...
Why did you think I was accusing you?
Well, I thought... because you mentioned my violin case in the context of...
Who would have been given intel about that?
May I have a look at your violin? It must be a very extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine Guarneri.
Very valuable.
Very. And also very sensitive.
What could harm it here? Light? Air? May I ask you to open the violin case?
No, you may not. I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Let's try. How can I get him to give me the violin? Oh, it's a bit of drafting here, do you think?
No, but I don't.
Window stays open.
You're not alone on this train. I want the window open.
Swift politeness doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I'm not going to catch a cold because of you. Go
let's talk to Matty, see how we can distract the violinist then.
All right, Matt. The violinist won't let me check his violin.
Of course he won't. He's hiding something. Should I distract him?
Of course he is. We just need to know how to
You can have
distract
a
him.
look in his case.
What do you suggest?
I could tell him there's a suitcase full of money in the next carriage. If he's a thief, he'll definitely want to take a look at it.
I don't think he'll...
Or I can insult him and then run away. He'll try to catch me, and you'll have a chance to look in that violin case.
Now that I think about it, this is something I have to attend to on my own. It would be...
Little boy!
Sorry, Sheriff, but your idea about distracting him is good all the same. So long.
So longer.
Can we tell him he's got money over there?
The violinist is uncooperative. I have to come up. Matt says the question is, how credible is a statement? Matt says the violinist puts... The question is, how credible is a statement from an imaginative boy?
Let's go talk to her a second then.
I better not bother her until I find her purse.
So we want to get our book signed and talk to Mother now then.
An extraordinary woman. Yet, they say... Yet...
Lady Westcott, can you sign a book for us?
Constable Zellner, how can I help you?
Can you sign a book for me, please?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zellner?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
It would be lovely if you could.
Only a small one. You are welcome.
Thank you so very much. Another time. Farewell.
Constable.
Let's talk to the mother now.
Mrs. Miller made a good impression, but I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a difficult bus from what... Mrs. Miller?
Can we have your assistance, please?
Yes?
Notice
Did you
anything?
notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Go borrow a
please
hairpin, please.
excuse
We
my
request for our
unusual
investigation.
request, but Matt said you have some hairpins. Could I borrow one?
One of my hairpins?
It's a long story. It would be a big help.
Well, if you really need one.
Go.
Of course not, madam.
Thanks for the hairpin.
Is this one?
It'll do nicely, madam. How very kind of you. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Let me write this down then. Let me can write something. We've got a pencil for some reason.
And suddenly, it's me who's the thief on the train.
Yep, we used the hairpin to break open this drawer.
Batteries.
And we get a key.
Just this one. Too small for the door. I'll leave the scissors.
Not much we could do here now, I don't think. I think we've got a key though, so it might be for an outside box over here then, maybe. Because everything's got to lead to something at the moment.
There we go. This should help.
Do we get a tool then out of it, potentially?
I have every...
What did it give us? Oh, it gave us this. Oh, the
My grandfather was a blacksmith.
tool to open this thing
My
up.
mother never... But I never hurt myself.
Going good so far. Okay. We need to work out how to get the guy to move. Maybe speak to him.
I bet I could really get a grip on the boat with these.
Is there...
I barely left the window ajar.
Nothing to see.
Still ain't we're still answering the question. Oh, we lost our hat.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Yes. Fine.
Locked door?
Do you have any idea why the door was locked?
I don't know. Or maybe the constant vibrations caused the lock to lock itself.
You can't possibly believe that.
Well, then what's your theory?
The conductor could have locked it from the outside. On the other hand, it could have been someone here in the compartment who locked the door from the
Yeah,
inside.
so the thief is in this room potentially.
And where have they gone?
They could have climbed out there.
Who would be that insane?
You tell me, Professor.
Valuables?
What are you hiding in your bag? What do you have that would be worth stealing?
No, nothing.
No valuables?
Certainly not. Not on my salary.
It was enough for a first-class compartment on a luxury train.
That's my business.
Why you keep secrets from me? We're trying to help you, sir.
Dangerous game, Professor Lucien. I'd like to look around.
Of course.
What's on the floor here?
What's this?
A button.
What do you have there?
It's a button. From a suit or a uniform, I guess.
Oh, the steward.
A burglar might have lost it.
Maybe.
You could be the
Or maybe
thief.
not. If I notice any... But I wouldn't get my hopes up. If there was a burglar, he climbed out the window and jumped off the train. Assuming there really was someone in the compartment, and he climbed out the window, where's he gone?
What's over here?
Whoa. You have a very nice fountain pen.
If you'd managed to decode hieroglyphics that boggled the best minds of the last 3,000 years...
What's over here?
I really wonder what the professor... But I can't just rifle through the luggage of innocent citizens. This is the 60s. The Bible, Grimm's fairy tale.
All his famous books he's got here.
No. He's hiding something from me. Professor Lucy?
Yes?
Oh, no.
Well,
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
Something suspicious happened here. Okay, we're all good so far.
The Baroness... I better not...
Let me think. What can we do around here then?
I think the violinist, but to be sure, how can I do that without... Matt says the violinist put something in his violin. The question is, how... The violinist, I have to come up with...
We need to make him sound inconspicuous.
The kid's not on the warpath anymore. I don't think he'll be caught for the next half. I've no idea what... That makes... We Swiss are... We don't just...
Maybe we can throw in a toothpick.
The tip of the toothpick is...
What nerve! I'll complain to your superiors.
The window is jammed, but I should hurry. Sooner or later.
That's what you could do. That's what toothpick is for.
Well, that's not what you expect to find. An old one, but probably still...
Hey, what are you doing there?
I was taking your
stole
case
this
for
person's purse.
safekeeping, since it was left here unattended. When I picked it up, the cover unlatched.
I never leave my violin unattended.
Ah, then no one else could have put this purse in your case.
Exactly, you stole it, you thief.
Someone must have snuck it in, like you.
Uh-huh, for sure. And you have a pistol in the case because...
I don't owe you an explanation.
I have a
It's
gun
mine.
license, you know?
I have a gun license. Now, take the damned purse to the Baroness and leave me in peace. Just get lost.
It won't... I bought it last
Get us
week.
hand the purse over.
I'll inform...
You found your purse, madam?
Oh, Inspector, did you find the Baroness's purse?
I did indeed.
You did? Out of my way, James. Oh, wunderbar. Tremendous work, Inspector.
You're welcome, madam.
Baroness. Constable Anton Jakob Zellner at your service.
Purpose on the train,
May
please?
I ask you where this beautiful train is taking you?
To the madhouse, I'm afraid. One is close to the brink of insanity with this constant shaking and rattling.
Have you ever tried flying, Baroness?
Do you know how little luggage one is permitted upon an aeroplane? It
Very little, I'm
requires
guessing, like
reason
today's
and
time
good
still?
taste.
Have you heard about the burglary at the British Museum?
Heard about it? I'm directly affected by it.
How so?
Are you really?
I'm in charge of the Friends of the British Museum. And for your information, I'm financing the exhibition.
Oh, you're the money behind all of it.
What exhibition?
The exhibition in Cairo. Where did you think the eyes of the Sphinx were supposed to be exhibited together for the first time in decades? Now that one of them is gone, the exhibition will be rather less sensational than we'd hoped.
On the other hand, there's a chance that all the uproar will generate more attention, and that the exhibition will still be a great success.
Perhaps, but we wanted to show them both together. That was the whole point.
Yep, two treasures together.
Can you tell me anything about your fellow passengers, Baroness?
No, not really. I could hardly care who's penned up in here with me. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Lucien is here.
Oh, the Fressie, here we go. Lots of Fressie here.
The eye of the Sphinx that was stolen belonged to his collection.
Professor Lucien is an Egyptologist?
Egyptologist, though. Egyptologist, okay.
As director of the Egyptian department at the British Museum, he has to be. The whole burglary thing really upset him. Director Thomas told me he was a nervous wreck.
I'll take my leave of you now, Baroness, and I do hope your journey becomes more bearable.
Ha! Yes, indeed.
Constable James?
Now, let's see if he talked to him now again.
Professor Lucien.
Good to know. We want to talk to you about something. Hope this answers the riddle.
How can I help you, Constable Zelda?
He knows Lagore.
I believe you and the inspector do know each other.
What makes you think that?
It seems like the two of you are running a haulage company specializing in safes.
I won't comment on that. It's a matter of international importance.
Tell me, Professor, would you happen to have a key in your briefcase? And if so, would it still happen to be there?
Then all would be as it should.
That's what we hope, at least.
Yeah, we wanted to ask more information from you, man.
It would have been a simple matter for a thief to make an impression of it. Right, Professor?
Oh.
Head of the Egyptology department.
It wasn't an issue for you? Even though you're the head of the department where it occurred?
All right. The burglary was most upsetting. And shocking. And I didn't know what to do, okay?
And you couldn't just tell me that?
The fewer people who know about it, the better. I can't trust anyone.
You're not only going to Venice, are you? Could it be that your journey will continue?
All the way to Egypt, perhaps?
Egypt, perhaps? I'm on your side, but the more you lie to me, the more difficult you make my job. I'd like to look around.
Of course.
Here's something. Might be fingerprints.
Can I use that to get fingerprints off?
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
What do you use the scissors for? I can't work out. The only thing I can't work out what you use for scissors. So you got the purse back, helped Matty, spoke to most people, got the signature. What tools have we got? A second, let's have a look at our tools.
Pardon me, sir.
We could have used you
Oh,
a few
there's
minutes
the
ago.
stewardess. The steward. We got a wallet, pills. I think I've done everything I can here. There's something over here we can check.
I'll leave the scissors here.
The scissors are used to cut something open. guess we've done everything we can for this place for now. I figured out what the professor was doing. I figured out, got the person of the violinist, and I've, yeah, made friends back in Matty. He gave me the clues.
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Archaeology compartment.
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of pliers.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Someone could have climbed out.
And the professor?
Acted suspiciously. He rummaged around in his leather bag.
And?
He seemed to have found what he was searching for.
Good. Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
All right. We should. What?
The lights
Oh, I
gone
got
out.
6,500 points or dollars from the look of it. Well, who's attacking us?
Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
What's in the envelope then, guys? A raven feather.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
The raven.
What the dickens?
What the dickens, myself?
It's a...
Away with it!
It's a bar. Okay, so yeah, we did a lot of investigation and we finally lured out the raven.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Is everyone all right?
Did we all survive the
Are you
train
hurt?
wreck?
Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
Thanks for the credit, man. We want to save people's lives.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But sir...
Do what I
fire
told you.
will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde. Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we are ready.
You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
Oh, that's a flashlight. We are going to end part 1 here today, guys. But if you did enjoy it, we'll be continuing tomorrow. It's more the Raven Returns. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you did enjoy, give us a like, subscribe on YouTube. If you enjoyed it on Twitch, give us a follow.